Let's hope that as long as Trigger wins one map, guys, we get a W. Ideally, of course, we get a 2-0. A, that's more money for the team. And B, that puts us in a better spot in potential tiebreakers way down the line when the regular season is over. But first things first, we aim for the W. Let's get a win. And then we'll see by what score we can win. I'm pretty confident in Trigger, by the way. I think Trigger is very good these days. I think this is a good patch for him. I know he's been practicing a lot. I don't want to get too carried away, but I'm kind of counting on a 2-0 here, guys. I believe that our Canadian boy is going to get the job done. Eternal says that SLT does have an absolute gangster team. Pose. The boss. Pose. I feel like these are the two bodyguards, and then Cristiano is the boss. PvZ is his weakness, though. I think this is a much better patch for Trigger than some of the older patches. Alright, let me get myself a drink quickly, and then we enjoy, hopefully, the final best of 2 of the day. And then we go straight back into the Europe Regionals. So much good Starcraft, guys. Oh my goodness, what a fuck. What a day. What a week. What a month. Prediction closed? No. The prediction has just opened, so. If predictions ever bug out, guys, just press F5 and then you will see it correctly. I did not, Lino. I am a broke boy and I promised a spa weekend to Vicky because he subbed in for me yesterday. Yesterday I had to play some padel and then Vicky took over my stream. So I told her in return I'll take her to the spa. And we are also aiming for a new backyard, so no. I'm staying away from the football Degen bets for a bit. Been a crazy last 4 years, actually. You're not wrong, but I think this period in particular is very crazy. You saw Yona leathering now. Does that mean he's possible for an ace? Everything is possible, Eva. But let's be honest, we all know who the real ace is for Basilisk. Like, you're looking at him. I don't think they need me today, but if they do need me, I'll bring it home. Like the proper captain that I am for the guys, I will bring it home. I don't know, Neat Pete. We've never really gone. I just want to go. Cham is our Mexican Zerg, guys, in the top right side of Goes the River. Yes, Trigger is our Canadian Protoss in the top left. And he's already being very annoying. Wow, Trigger. I thought Canadians were supposed to be ultra nice and polite. He has pylon blocked the natural, and now he's also sort of pylon blocking the third, but not really. He's laughing about it. Happens to the best of us, mate. Yeah, I kind of thought it was off as well, but I was like, I'm not going to say that because I will probably look stupid if I say that it's off. It's okay, though. He's asserting his dominance, guys. The man is just asserting his dominance on the other side of the map. It's all good. What is the actual date, by the way, Lino, of the game? I know you probably wrote it in the app, but I just didn't have any time yet to check it. But is it on my birthday? Is it on the 8th of May? So Essex Romeo, that is actually the one that I wanted to go to. But my mom swears by a different one in Valkenburg. So I guess we should go to that one. Ah, it's this week. Sick. I guess I could go. Is it on Tuesday or Wednesday? Wednesday, the 1st of May. I am casting at the ESL channel on the Thursday. But I think on Wednesday I'm not really doing a whole lot. So I guess I could go. First Blood.
First Blood.
I'm playing with the balance of audio a little bit too much. I should stop that. This is very addictive. I'm living out my childhood dreams of being a DJ. It's the Dutchie in me, you know. I may not be Hardwell or Chester or Armin van Buren, but I am mixing audio on my Go XLR like an absolute pro. I should team up with Andrea. I was actually kind of hoping that Trigger would have something very special for us on this map. Something like Drogo had against Lambo in the ESL Spring Regionals. I thought it was awesome. I know you guys hear me complain about the Tempest builds never working, but that's just because they never worked for me. I'm not very good in this game. Trigger is, Drogo is. And you would really think, looking at this map and the layout, that Tempest are excellent. And you should be able to do some really cool stuff with Tempest. But I kind of like going for Resonating Glaive Adept as well. That should be fine. With your champion, do you mean Ayrton Senna, Catholic, or are we talking about Ayrton Senna? I don't know, but that is what I'm guessing. I actually like getting all 3 Twilight upgrades as well, Ian Blue. I think it's fun to open up with Adepts and Glaives, followed up with Zealots and Charge, and then rely on Blink Stalkers. It's a really fun way to play. It can be a bit hard if they just spam a crazy amount of roaches or 55 supply. Like going first Glaives and then Zealot Charge is not very good against Mass Roach, but it's a really fun way to play. What is wrong with the graphics? I actually think they have like ultra HD graphics. I think everything is maxed out. That's why the game looks a bit funny. I see so much detail in these adepts. I've never seen them. Look at these adepts. They're shiny. Brand new. Cham is firing up 5 roaches and he already has a decent amount of links out. I kind of feel like this is no longer just to be safe against the adepts. I have the feeling that Chamiko is up to no good. The shield battery is going to get surrounded almost immediately. These 3 adepts get surrounded. This is not great for Trigger, guys. If those 3 adepts are near the battery, there really isn't a worry in the world, but they weren't. I'm kind of worried. I wish that we had a Dark Shrine, by the way. Hello? Why did Trigger do that? He was supply blocked? Okay. Trigger was supply blocked. That's why he killed his own probe there. And he feels that he desperately needs an Immortal. Oh my goodness, he's got no unit in the wall. Trigger, what's happening? Guys, what is happening over here? The wheels are coming off a little bit. Uh-oh. This is actually not looking very good at all. And that is an understatement. This is not looking very good at all. The adepts are going to try to avoid the corrosive balls, but they will not. The Immortal gets surrounded immediately. We don't have a shield battery, and this is just it. I'm going to say this was not a very strong game by Trigger, and I'm kind of shocked. I expected a lot today. GG's get called. Cham takes a very quick 1-0 lead in this final best of 2. And still has hopes and dreams for Starlight Twinkle to send it to an ace match. I am not sure what happened there, guys, but I thought that was a very odd game by Trigger. It was uncharacteristic. It was a little bit sloppy. Yeah. Supply block, adapts in the middle of nowhere, not protecting his battery. Yeah, maybe a tiny bit nervous, I don't know, but yeah. That was not very hot. Good news is that as a Protoss player, if you now lose, you can always pick Dynasty. I'll take a little look at that, Lino. I'll be honest, mate. I didn't really plan for that. Alright. We're gonna go ahead and try that again. Yeah, I'm checking. I'm sorry, Rizzler. But let's play it safe. It is Dynasty, though. Top right side, guys, of Dynasty. We're taking a look at the main base of the man who had a strong performance in game 1 at this Cham. In the bottom left side, yeah, I can't put it any other way than saying that was a little bit of a train wreck of a game. First, we tried to block a third base that we did not actually block. That's okay. That's kind of funny. This stuff can happen. And then the adepts, they were just kind of poking, prodding, not committing. That's fine. Where it was not fine is that 3 adepts were chilling in the middle of nowhere next to the third base. They got surrounded. They died. Then the shield battery gets surrounded and dies. Then we were supply blocked. And yeah, we just had absolutely no answer for the Roaches, Ravages, and Lings of Cham. Lambo says you can lose a pick dynasty. That won't be an ace match. Yeah, but if we play the exact same way as we did in game 1, I think there is a good chance. Now, I believe in Trigger. I think we can step it up. Maybe a big part of his game plan was just blocking the third, and when that didn't work, he felt a bit out of his comfort zone. I don't know what it was, but he's going to have to step it up. We know the Trigger is good. We know that he can do a lot better than in game 1, so let's hope we can just get the W and take the maximum amount of points here. If Lambo is coming, I'm coming, Lino. If you can drag Lambo to Dortmund and put him in a yellow jersey, I'm there. And you know what? I'll pay for the tickets too. I'll pay for the jerseys and I'll pay for the tickets. Promise, right now. Clip it, ship it. Promise. If I can go to the Westfalen Stadium with my bro Lambo in yellow, we're going. It's a lock. It's a promise. So for the people who may not have followed all the memes and updates of the Starcraft scene over the last few weeks, a lot of Zergs will tell you that it's absolutely impossible to lose this map against Protoss. This map is a free win and it's the most imbalanced map ever. Why is that, Roddy? It has a lot to do with the very quick and safe 3-base setup, I guess, that Protoss gets. They can be in the face of the Zerg with stuff like 4-gate, Adept, and a War Prism, force out a lot of units while expand non-stop at home. But I do think it depends a little bit on how you play. Like, if I think of myself, I like playing PvZ. I'm a good player, but I'm obviously not as good as these guys. I don't look at Dynasty as like, wow, this is the sickest map ever. I can't lose on this map. So I do think you still need to do some stuff right. But at the highest level, it comes down to seconds. And if all of those little moments favor Protoss, it does really start adding up. And it becomes incredibly difficult for the Zerg to get into a good economic spot. Play a macro game that they are ever happy with. It's just very difficult for Zerg in general to deal like run-by damage against a 4-base Protoss on this map. And a simple way of summing it up is indeed that Protoss players can take the gold and Zerg players cannot take the gold. Why did I get into the map pool? Because I don't think they really take pro balance into heavy consideration when it comes to releasing maps. They just kind of go for a fun little map pool that has a bit of everything. Some mineral walls, some gases, some rich Vespian geysers, some gold bases, some funny base layouts. If you guys ask me, Roddy, have you seen a professional match yet on this map where the Protoss lost against the Zerg? I don't think I have, actually. But I do believe it's coming. Hopefully not now. But I do believe that it is just a matter of time. Foxy says, I feel the same way in PvP on this map. It's insane. You mean you feel guilty about destroying every single Protoss on this map, Foxy? With your gold base? Jeez. It's nice that you have a conscience at least, Foxy. I think I've actually only played one PvZ on this map and I lost against the GG machine. That little bro is an absolute animal. Cham is gearing up for an extreme roach rush. Honestly, this looks pretty good for Cham. 2 base, a roach, drop alert, Queen, German, Autobahn aggression. Like, if I was in Trigger his shoes right now, I would lose. I'm not kidding. Fortunately for us, Trigger is a whole lot better than I am. Let's hope that he can buy some time with the adepts. He can keep Cham at home and crank out a few more immortals and then we'll be fine. But adepts do not do incredibly good against roaches in a straight up fight. Now it is 2 base against 2 base, but Cham is also going to drop the gold, I guess. And this is crazy. This is obviously a crazy build by Cham, but hey, it's a difficult map for a Zerg. You may as well go for a crazy build. Trigger runs into a lot of Ravages in the center of the map. And I think that Trigger can probably just defend on 2 bases. That is what he's going to do, but that also means that this game just becomes weird, no? Come on, with a little bit of Warp Prism Micro. Poop, 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 poop. No, yes, no. Tiny bit at the end. I guess we can just defend on 2 bases. Trigger is sitting pretty on the high ground. We do have 4 queens harassing the gold now, and that means that Trigger is now temporarily just mining of 1 base, and that's not exactly where you want to be. He's going to keep his main save with a couple of sentries and an immortal. We are supply blocked on the side of Trigger. A lot of money in the bank. He has invested in a Stargate, but it's going to take a little while until the Stargate comes online. Let's hope that Warp Prism lives. Thank the Lord. 12 HP. 12 HP. So Trigger has invested in a Stargate. I guess we're going to build a Void Ray, or did he cancel that Stargate, guys? We are basically a 1 base Protoss now for a little while. Cham is going up to 3 bases. No, we have a real Stargate. Oracle on the production tab. I gotta say, this map looks really good for Zerg so far. I think all of the professional Zergs have just been wrong. Oh, now we've got a bunch of Ravages that can spam Corrosive Balls. And Trigger is hard stuck to being a 1 base Protoss. Queens thinking of going into the main. A donation by Chamiko. We'll take those on Team Basilisk. That was very nice of Cham, who just lost a Drop Lord with 4 queens inside of it, guys. That is 8 supply and a lot of energy gone. If all the Zergs do that, no wonder they don't win on Dynasty, you know what I mean? Why did he do that? I think this is the Zerg cabal that people talk about. Like, they accidentally lose games, you know, and they're like, oh no, this map is so difficult. And then the Esports World Cup comes around and BAM! They have a 100% win record on Dynasty. Mark my words, it's coming. That was very nice. And that was something that we absolutely needed on Team Basilisk. There's a big link counter attack and the floodgates are open. Thank the Lord that we have batteries everywhere. And we still can warp in some adepts, I guess, with resonating glaives. It is a very messy, scrappy game between these two. Corrosive Ball lands in the middle. I think Trigger's going to let the Shade finish up. He needs to avoid these great balls of fire. He does let the Shade finish up. And he's making his way through a lot of the Ravages, but he's losing 13 probes at home. What on earth is happening here? We've gone full NA. And is full NA good for Protoss or is full NA good for Zerg? We are about to find out. As long as we don't lose the Immortal, we are fine. We lose the Immortal. Then we might not be fine, because just Stalkers alone are not going to, I think, do all that hot over here. On top of that, we are barely mining. Absolute chaos between these two players here on Dynasty. Cham in the end is enjoying a 35 supply lead. I wish I could tell you guys that I know what's up in this game, but I am lost. 38 drones against 23 probes. Trigger is now moving a few more adepts out and is gonna continue to juggle that Warp Prism a little. We've got the most random Oracle ever. This was the Oracle that was produced when Trigger thought, I guess he was getting Omega all in. He went for the latest target ever. I bet Cham is thinking like, what the hell is this Oracle? Is this real? It's like, yeah, it's real. Stasis Trapeze! Just gonna get a Ling and a drone. Trigger says, alright, let's do it one more time. I've got a Neo very healthy Immortal. I've got a Warp Prism, right? Guys? Do we have a Warp Prism? Trigger is down 19 workers. This is looking all that good, and I'm afraid that it's actually not going to go Trigger's way. The Warp Prism is now going to show up, but I think it's a day late and $1 short. We are not going to win the game here, that's for sure. And he might be able to still go home, and yeah. The thing is, expanding is going to be really hard. Because Cham is just going to keep Trigger on 2 bases forever. He's going to deny mining of the gold with all these Ravages. I think it's over, guys. This is a best of 2 that I think Trigger is going to try to forget about real quick. Absolutely nothing went his way in these 2 games. And Basilisk plus Showtime is going to go to an ace match versus the Starlight Twinkle. The link run by was painful, but that's not really where it went wrong. I think a lot of things went wrong in the beginning already. The War Prison play on the other side of the map wasn't too hot. Cham obviously went for an extreme build, like he didn't really build any units at all, and he just went for the 2 base. Roach, drop a lord, queen aggression. Trigger did not have a good answer for it. I think the micro let us down a little. GG gets called. Cham with a 2-0 for the Starlight Twinkle. Who could have seen that coming? Can we have a short rundown on if the format ends 3-3? Yes, we do. Now, both teams will select an ace match player. So... So what we are going to do is figure it out. Okay, I'll let the admin know. So right now I submit our ace match player of Basilisk to the admin. Then the admin will let us know who the ace match player of Starlight Twinkle is going to be. And then they play a best of 1. And obviously, I mean, I don't really want to spoil it yet before it's announced on the main broadcast. But I can tell you guys, it's me. I'm going. I believe that they need to see the power of the Phoenix. Alright, I'm joking, it's not me.